Hello, welcome to this repair video on how to replace the back glass of an iPhone 14. We'll start by adding isopropyl alcohol around the edges. And then we're going to add some isopropyl alcohol to the top and let it soak in. The cracks on the back screen actually make it a little bit easier for that alcohol to get in there and penetrate the adhesive. Now we're going to take a heat gun and heat the outer edges of the phone. And we're going to do that for about 30 seconds until the phone gets hot. And we're going to flip the phone around and look at the bottom. Now we're going to get our pry tool and go in right at the bottom and pry the screen up. Once we have a gap there, we're going to use a plastic guitar pick and run it down the sides to separate the adhesive, releasing the back glass from the frame of the phone. Now we're going to pry up along the edges to release the clips. And then the phone should open to the right. Next, we're going to remove the plates, holding down the back glass. There's one for the battery connector. And then there's one cover over the wireless charging coil and flash. There's one screw in there and a bracket. Now we have the new back glass, and we're going to connect the wireless charging cable connector and reconnect the battery. We're going to add the bracket back onto the wireless coil and flash. The bracket hooks on, and then there's one screw. You always want to be careful here. These are made out of metal. You don't want to punch the motherboard with the metal and short anything. One screw goes in there. Reconnect the battery. Go ahead and replace the bracket over the battery connector. There are two screws. You want to make sure that you have cleaned the frame off as well of any old adhesive. Second screw goes in. Now we're ready to inspect the frame and the back glass before we close the phone. Make sure all clips are lined up before gently pressing down on all of the corners and sides of the phone to make sure that the back glass is seated properly in the frame.